Hello everyone, thank you once again for joining me for another video for your German Bundesliga predictions and betting tips. I hope you're enjoying the game week so far. As you can see, we have games on today and tomorrow. I wouldn't have given you predictions to those, but I'm just gonna go straight to the following game week, which starts on Friday through to Sunday. Yeah? So for those games, we're going to start with RB Leipzig versus Stuttgart. And for RB Leipzig versus Stuttgart here, I'm expecting RB Leipzig to take care of business here, being at home, and I'm expecting both teams not to score. In terms of double chance, you go with either team to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline for me for this one, I'm saying RB Leipzig to win this one 2-0. In terms of the handicap system, I'd go ahead and I'll take RB Leipzig to win this one by a goal. That's $2.30. Yeah. So if you don't want to take a straight up bet of RB Leipzig winning this one, you can always go with the handicap and you take them to win by a goal and you get in $2.30 way better odds. Yeah. So recapping predictions for RB Leipzig versus Stuttgart. Now I'm expecting RB Leipzig to win here. Expecting both teams not to score. In terms of double chance, I'd say either to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline for me, I'm saying 2-0. And in terms of the handicap system, I'm going to take RB Leipzig to win by a goal. Alright, so that's all the quick crumbles for RB Leipzig versus Stuttgart. And next, we're going to jump on to Freiburg versus Augsburg. Alright, then Freiburg versus Augsburg. Now, this is going to be another interesting matchup, a cool matchup. I think this one is going to be. We're going to have some goals in this one. I'm saying I'm expecting Freiburg to win though. Expecting both teams to score as well. In terms of combination, I go with either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline for me, I'm saying Freiburg wins this one 2-1. In terms of the handicap system now, folks, or to take a bet on the handicap system based on my predicted scoreline, I'm going to have to go with a draw. Right? So recapping predictions for Freiburg versus Augsburg, I'm expecting Freiburg to win here. I'm expecting both teams to score as well. In terms of a double chance, I go with either to win and both to score. In terms of predicted scoreline, I'm saying 2-1 in favor of Freiburg. And in terms of the handicap system, through a handicap system, that is, based on my predicted score, I'm going to take a draw here. Alright. So those were my predictions for Freiburg versus Augsburg, and we're going to move on to our next game. And the next game will be here Hertha Berlin versus Union Berlin. So this is a derby matchup, Berlin derby matchup here. And so therefore, now gentle folks, for this one, I'm going to expect this one to, I'm going to take this one to end in a draw. Yes, both teams to score. Predicted scoreline, I'm saying 2-all. In terms of the handicap system, I'm not going to have anything, so I'd go here and I say draw on under 4.5. So recapping my predictions for Hertha Berlin versus Union Berlin, I'm expecting a draw here. I'm expecting both teams to score as well. In terms of scoreline, I'm saying we shall have a 2-all scoreline. And in terms of a double chance, I go with either team. I go with the draw and under 4.5 goals in total for this game. Right? I'm getting $3.25 for that prediction. Alright, so now we're going to move on to our next game, and our next game will be Hoffenheim versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. And for this one now, I'm expecting here Hoffenheim to take care of business. It's not going to be easy against Mönchengladbach though, hence the reason why I'm saying both teams should score. And in terms of a double chance, I go with either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline, I'm saying Hoffenheim wins this one 3-1. Otherwise, they might win 2-1, but I'm taking 3-1 here. In terms of the handicap system, I'll go ahead and I'll take Hoffenheim to win this one by a goal. Alright, so recapping predictions for Hoffenheim versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. I'm expecting Hoffenheim to win. Expecting both teams to score as well. In terms of a double chance, I go with either team to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline 3-1 in favor of Hoffenheim. And in terms of the handicap system, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Hoffenheim to win this one by a goal. Alright, so those are my predictions for Hoffenheim versus Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Mönchengladbach, I should say. And now we're going to move on to Mainz and Bochum. And for Mainz and Bochum now, I'm expecting here this one to be another close one. So I'm going to take this one to be a draw. Expecting both teams to score as well. In terms of scoreline, I think we're going to have a 1-all scoreline here. And in terms of double chance, I'd go with either team to win and not either. A draw and under 3.5 goals. That's just speaking nonsense. Sorry about that. Just so recapping predictions for Mainz versus Bochum. I'm expecting this one to end in a draw. Expecting both teams to score as well. In terms of predicted scoreline, I'm saying it should be a 1-all. And in terms of a double chance, I go with a draw and under 3.5 goals for this game, right? So those are my predictions for Mainz versus Bochum, and now we're going to move on to Werder Bremen versus Wolfsburg. Bremen did not start the return to the new year very well. I think it was 7-1. That's very awful. Was it 6-0? No, Wolfsburg beat Freiburg 6-0. These guys conceded 7 goals and only scored 1. Yeah, wow. That's messed up. Alright, anyways, for this game now, this one is going to be another interesting matchup. I'm expecting Bremen to pull themselves back up. And so therefore, Wolfsburg is not going to have it easy, even though they managed to kick 6 past Freiburg are usually a very good team. But this game here against Bremen, I think it's going to be another interesting one. It might be high scoring, but it's not going to be a runaway victory for Wolfsburg, I do believe. But hence the reason why I'm going to take this one to be a draw, but I think it's going to be a high scoring draw. Alright, so I'm going to go with a 2-goal draw here. And in terms of a double chance, I'll go with a draw and under 4.5. Alright, so recapping predictions for Bremen versus Wolfsburg. I'm expecting this one to be a draw. I'm expecting a 2-goal draw, that is. And in terms of a double chance, I'll go with a draw and under 4.5 goals in total for this game, right? So those are my predictions for Werder Bremen versus Wolfsburg. And now we're going to move on to Bayern Munich versus Eintracht Frankfurt. And for Bayern Munich versus Eintracht Frankfurt here, no, Bayern Munich, they have to be very careful. Eintracht could come up and beat them. But I'm going to give Bayern the win here. I'm expecting both teams to score as well. In terms of double chance, I'll go with either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline for me, I'm saying here Bayern should win this one 3-1. And in terms of the handicap system, I'll go ahead and I'll take Bayern to win by a goal. Alright, based on my predicted scoreline. For recapping predictions for Bayern Munich versus Eintracht Frankfurt, expecting Bayern to win here at the Dell on 28. And if you don't want to take Bayern to win at the Dell on 28 straight up, you can always come in the handicap system and you can take Bayern to win by a goal and get at the Dell on 75. Alright, my other predictions, I'm expecting both teams to score. That's the Dell on 61 if they do. And in terms of a double chance, I go with either to win and both to score. And that's $2. Predicted scoreline 3-1 in favor of Bayern Munich, and that's $9 in terms of the odds, yeah? So those are my predictions for Bayern Munich versus Eintracht Frankfurt. And now we're going to move on to our next game, which is FC Schalke versus Cologne. And for FC Schalke versus Cologne, I am expecting here this one to be an interesting one. I'm going to take this one to be a draw. And I'm saying here both teams should score. In terms of scoreline, I'm looking at the 1-all scoreline here. The Bundesliga is one of the leagues that has the most goals in Europe. Bundesliga as well as the Entree. Yeah, they usually have a lot of goals, but I'm going to take a 1-all draw here. Alright, so in terms of another double chance here, I'm going to say here, I go with, let me just come here, I go with this here, I'm looking for a draw, yeah. Draw and then 4.5. Alright, so recapping predictions here for Schalke versus Cologne. I'm expecting this one to end in a draw. I'm expecting both teams to score as well. And I'm expecting a 1-all draw. In terms of double chance, I'll go with a draw and under 4.5 goals. Alright, so those are my predictions for Schalke versus Cologne. Now we're going to roll up to a final game for this year game week, and this game is Bayern Leverkusen versus Borussia Dortmund. And no, this one is another interesting one again. And so therefore, I think this game is any one of these teams' game, yeah? Either of these teams can win based on how the both are playing and the results that they've gotten. So I'm going to take this one to be a draw. It could very well turn out to be a draw here, a draw. Expecting both teams to score. And in terms of my predicted scoreline, I'm saying here this one should end in a 2-goal draw. Alright, in terms of double chance bet, I'll go ahead and I'll take a draw and under 4.5 goals. Alright, so recapping predictions for Bayern Leverkusen versus Borussia Dortmund. I'm expecting this game to draw. Expecting both teams to score. And my predicted scoreline is 2-all. And a double chance bet here, folks. I'm saying this one should end in a draw and under 4.5 goals, and that's $3.80 if that does happen at the present moment. Right, so therefore these are all my predictions for the German Bundesliga for this year game week. I hope you took your notes, folks, and I wish you best of luck, and remember to spread the word about the channel. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and click the notification bell, and also check out the links below here in the description. Thank you very much for your time, and have a wonderful weekend.